Brad.
Hey, Sal. You changed it from hi, but that's okay.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Should we start over? Hi, Brad.
Hi, Sal.
All right.
I don't care.
Me either. I don't think anyone cares. Okay, so last time we spoke, we talked about our visit to Yangon in Myanmar. This time we're going to talk about the reason that we decided to go to Myanmar in the first place, which is to visit Bagan.
Yes.
Wow.
Bagan is just outstanding. Top 10 list, top 5 list. Mm-hmm. Really an amazing place.
The thing about Bagan, it's in the countryside, and there was originally something like 10,000 temples in this region. Now there's about 2,200 temples. It's stunning. Yeah,
and this region is like 10 square miles. I mean, these are not like spread out. We did a electric scooter one day, and hours just everything from something that would be this fireplace and someone uses it as their personal temple to something that would dwarf my entire house into one room of their they're just massive.
They were so interesting. They all had a very similar layout if you could go inside. Not all of the temples. So there's temples and pagodas. The temples, you could go inside. They have typically a Buddha statue on the inside that you can walk around. It might have adjacent rooms off of it. And then the pagodas, you can't go inside. They're like a structure that's... When we were there, we could hike up them.
Right. I went there with Tivas. You take them off with the Velcro and everything, and after an hour, okay, this is not going to do. I need flip flops, and so he took us to a place. And
the taxi driver.
Taxi driver, yeah. Taxi drivers were all the same price, all of them for a day. It was $35.
The guy who got us a taxi ride to our hotel when we arrived ended up being our taxi driver for 3 days there.
Yeah,
it was great.
Yeah, it was very good. But the flip flops, I mean, because you're going into a temple, no shoes, so you're just taking them off and on so often. I got flip flops, and I still have them to this day. They were quite a nice pair of leather and rubber flip flops, and they've worked really well. $12.
Well, yeah, things are really affordable
for 5 or 6 years. Yeah.
Southeast Asia. So when you arrive in Bagan and you go through passport control and all of that, the next thing you do is buy a ticket, basically pass, to visit the archaeological zone. This is something they do a few places that we've been to. They do it in Yucatan. It's a good idea.
Yeah. It helps with the upkeep, helps, litter problem. This was only 3 years after they've really opened the country to tourism. So they don't quite have it all down yet, but they were working on it.
The cost for the archaeological zone pass was about $15, $16 a person. So it wasn't a lot of money, and it was certainly, I'm happy to pay that if they need that to maintain and keep their area pristine. I'm all for that.
Yeah.
We just had such a good time there. The moped ride, we rented mopeds through the hotel.
Right.
They weren't mopeds. They were just
electric scooters.
You
really pedal them for a minute and then they were off.
We rode those things all day long, and my tush was so sore. By the end of the day, it was hard to sit down.
Yeah.
We had a really fun time doing that.
Yeah, because some of the roads are paved, some of them are dirt, and but the electric scooter will get you anywhere in that area, and down to the waterfront. They have stuff overlooking the ocean, not the ocean, the river. Beautiful river. Just
great.
Yeah. So.
It was really nice when we arrived there because we came from Yangon, which is quite a hectic, busy metropolitan area. Yeah. And then when you arrive in Bagan, it's the countryside. It's very quiet. It's very peaceful. Lots of fresh air.
Yeah.
We saw lots of farms and people with their oxen and carts and that kind of thing. That was really fun.
And road work was just all by hand. I mean, they're shoveling the asphalt out onto the road, and I don't remember how they were packing it down, but I mean, wheelbarrows and oxen's pulling carts. I mean, you've seen pictures or heard of it, and it was really happening. And they have 15 guys there shoveling and redoing some of the roads. So it was really cool to see.
If you go there and you want to get around and you don't necessarily feel like you're up for a moped or whatever, or not a moped, a scooter, and but you don't necessarily want to pay a bunch of money for a taxi driver, they have, you can get a ride in a pickup truck, basically, in the back bed of a pickup truck. They're like a bus, only you sit in the back in the bed of the truck.
Yeah, and there's a little seat there, and it's covered, as I recall.
I think some of the time it was covered. I don't think it was always covered.
Maybe not always.
Like there's a bunch of them.
Right.
So.
It's just like Dolmish
and
in Turkey. They're driving down the road, and you flag them down, and they'll keep going. Pick you up and keep going.
In Mexico, many places in the world have these convenience kinds of things that you can grab. The one thing that we did there that was a huge big deal.
Wow.
You tell.
We did a balloon ride.
Yeah.
And it was just amazing.
What a great experience.
Right. They pick you up at 5:30 in the morning, which, okay, come on guys, but it's worth it. You're supposed to get up to see the sunrise. We were a little bit later than that, but not much. You definitely saw sun coming up, but you're looking out over this area and all of these temples, and out to the river, and just to the horizon. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite pictures. We need to go back here. Some of my favorite pictures are really of you're looking down at these thousands of temples below you. It's great.
So interesting too, because there was 25 or 40 balloons or something that day. It was like the first time they tested out doing so many balloons.
Right.
And you're looking out at the temples, you're looking out at the river, you're looking out at the where people are living, but you're also looking out and seeing these balloons, and the balloons go up and down, just kind of to give people a ride or a sense of stuff. And that's, at every angle you're seeing just tons of different beautifully colored balloons floating. It's not what you would expect. I mean, you take off really gradually. It's a very subtle process.
Yeah, and keep in mind, I have a fear of heights. I mean, I was wondering, God, do I really want to get into a balloon? Do I want to go up here? I had no fear whatsoever. I was just in awe. So the height didn't bother me at all. So I was kind of surprised that
was really fun.
Yeah, you're just going up, and it's amazing. Do the balloon ride in Bagan. We had a chance to do it in Luxor too, but it was kind of dusty,
super
hazy. Yeah, so we didn't do it. And it was much cheaper in Egypt too. So Bagan was really expensive, like $300 each.
Yeah, that's expensive.
Yeah.
We also did a day trip out to a pilgrimage site called Mount Popa, and that was really interesting. When we were there, they really hadn't seen many Westerners, and we were quite the spectacle.
Oh yeah, no, people walk
just
by
just staring at us.
And the school kids, they were walking by and pointing and laughing, and so
that was really fun, really interesting.
It was. We had people coming up wanting to get pictures. You had that one lady grab your arm,
she
and you were
grabbed
just
me.
like,
Hey,
"What's going on?"
Why
She just wanted to get a picture with her, but that was a little surprising. But Mount Popa in itself, it's about 700 steps up.
Yeah, you have to climb the stairs to get up to the top, and once you get up to the top, there's a temple, and it's quite beautiful. There's a lot of monkeys.
Right, the monkeys.
And they were pretty interesting.
I had to show my manly side because there was a monkey about this big who was coming after me. He was puffing up and coming at me, and I back up a little bit because I didn't know. He was just kind of his mom was kind of sitting there ignoring us, and so he was protecting his mom. It was really funny. I mean, I could just punt this guy, but it was great. All the monkeys were great. They would play and fight. Some lady was walking up the steps, and a monkey reached down and grabbed her hat.
Made off with her hat.
There's young girls there, like, will feed the monkeys, and they want tips and stuff, but they were throwing food at the monkey, trying to get him to let go. I mean, for a good 2 minutes before that monkey he wouldn't let go of the hat. He tried to grab the food and then couldn't get around the food in the hat, so he dropped the food and it was gone. So, but it was really
They're
funny.
super fast.
It was, oh yeah, super funny. And one of the monks had bananas and was holding it up and feeding one of the little monkeys.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they were all over the place.
That was fun.
Yeah.
It was just such a unique experience.
Yes, definitely. If you go to Bagan, you got to go to Mount Popa. It was great.
700 some odd steps isn't that bad.
No, it's
you
not.
Know, take your time. You have to go up with your shoes because it's the temple,
Right.
and there's a gentleman there who cleans up the monkey poop off the stairs.
A lot
and
of them, yeah.
You know, they want to be tipped for
Yeah.
doing that, which is an appropriate thing to do because it's very helpful.
Yeah, always carry small bills with you so you can tip some of these people. But they're sweeping the monkey poop away because there's a lot of monkeys. I mean, I'm going to say thousands. I mean, we saw hundreds, easy. So they keep it clean for you when you're walking up. So that was really nice.
I don't know that I have anything else to add about Bagan and Mount Popa. I would definitely recommend, and I would definitely go back.
I would. We were able to climb almost anything there.
And when we were there, but they
when
don't
we were
know.
there, yeah. But I guess in 2017 they stopped allowing you to climb the temples. Now I don't know if that's all of them, but we certainly walked up 100 easy. It's really great. It's like Chichen Itza, 2006 they stopped allowing people to climb it, but now you can get a fantastic photo with no people in it. So there's pros and cons of everything. And we went in 2013. They had 1 million visitors that year, and it was like doubling every year. So
in Myanmar.
In Myanmar. So at some point in time, okay, now there's 5 million people here, and it's damaging the temples. You have to stop people from climbing it. So I'm all for the preservation, even though I enjoyed climbing it. A lot of the temples in Mexico you can still climb, some you can't. So.
My understanding is that there's still viewing platforms, or there's elevated areas.
Yeah.
So you can still get good photos. You'll still have a chance to really look at the structure itself.
They put in this just huge, a couple 100-foot high tower. I don't know if it has an elevator because we did the balloon ride. We didn't need to do the tower. Because you're lifting off and you're seeing everything, and then when you're coming down, you're getting really close. But the tower is supposed to have fantastic views, and you can go outside, so you don't have the window in the way or any of that, and you're a couple 100 feet out. So I would definitely recommend that.
Neat.
Yeah.
So you say you'd go back
Oh yeah, absolutely.
and recommend.
Yes, and recommend.
Good.
Great place to go.
This is a good conversation.
Yes.
Thanks, Brad.
Thanks, Sal.